Okay. Yahara, this is May, and for this video, I am going to teach you how to create your very own occlusion map, or most commonly known as the shadow map. Now, I am going to use Autodesk Maya 2022 for this tutorial, and I'm also going to use my Bridgerton dress to show you how to do it. Now, to do it, the very first step is, of course, removing any unnecessary item. Now, to remove it, more like you'll have to hide it. So, mesh, and then separate, and then click the skin. You won't need that, and I also won't need the choker. So, I'm going to select that, and then Control H to hide it. Now, I only have the dress. Now after that, you can now go ahead and combine all of these remaining parts. Combine and then delete history as always. And then the next thing you'll do is click your dress, right click, assign new material. Now you'll have to have Arnold. If you haven't downloaded Arnold, you can download it in the Autodesk website. So click Arnold, click Shader, and then click AI Ambient Occlusion. This will make your dress um like this will make your dress have shadows. Like it will be the base. Okay? Now the next step is to click Arnold and then click light and then click sky dome light. This will provide the lighting to cast a shadow on your dress. Now, of course, you can tweak these settings, but for me, I like it the way it is. But to check if you really like it, just click Arnold. Click Open Arnold Render View. Now, if you click play, you can see how the shadow will turn out on your dress. You can rotate it so you can see it better. As you can see, there will be shadows on this part and this part. So if you are satisfied with the shadow mapping, you can now go ahead and exit this render view and then click your dress. Let me just fix the angle. Okay, well, the angle is not really important. Now click Arnold and then click utilities and then render selection to texture. Now after clicking that, you'll have to select your output folder. For me, my output folder is the LENGED folder. Let's just add it here so I can show it later. So select and then my preferred resolution is 1080 because for me it is much better to edit in high quality and then um resize it into 420 by 420 so that the same design will just be in a smaller picture, something like that. And the camera samples should be 4. Now, the filter should also be Gaussian. And for the other ones, you won't have, you won't need to edit it. Now, click render, and of course, you'll have to wait. After that, if you check the folder, you will be able to see that there is an EXR file on your folder. But we'll have to wait for this to render. Okay, now it's finished. Let's check this one. Files, Pero Link. Okay, as you can see, there is a polished surface 36 shape.exr. Now you can convert this into PNG if you would like, but if you are using Photoshop like me, you can open it directly like this. Um, Files. just click it, and then alpha channel, okay, and then okay. Now it will be like that. Now I'm also going to teach you how to use it. So I'm going to open my UV file for this dress. I'm sorry for my stutters. I forgot if this is dress 1 or dress 2. Check. Oh, it's dress 2. Okay. Now I'm going to open this. No, UV. UV instead. I'll transfer. Oh, no, I won't transfer. I'm going to create a new layer and then maybe color it pastel purple. No, pastel pink. Be sure not to select the lightest one, but you can also select it knowing that you'll edit a shadow on it. Okay, then select that one and then color it pink. Now let's say that I want a basic color for this one. Let us select this and then transfer this one to here. And then make sure that it fits perfectly, okay? Okay. Now as you can see, the UV and the shadows are perfectly aligned. So it's okay, but let's make sure. To make sure, just click Ctrl T. Oh, see that? It's out of bounds. There you go. Now that's perfectly good. Now let's turn off the UV and click this layer, the shadow layer. We'll have to change the blending mode into multiply so that the shadow from this layer would be transferred to your design. Now it would look like that. I'm sorry for my voice. If you are using Ibis Paint, you can also change the blending mode to multiply, and you can export this as PNG. Now that is how you use your shadow map in Photoshop. Now that's it for this tutorial. If you have any more questions, oh, I forgot to add, you can also sharpen this to make it crispy, like what you see in the hot section in the creator shop, the ones with highly realistic designs and textures. The secret to that is sharpen, the sharpen tool. Uh, this one, it it makes the design more crispy looking, and with the shadow, it makes it more realistic. So that's really it for this tutorial. If you have questions, you can drop down on the LENGED post in the LENGED website, or you can comment down on this video. Okay? Thank you so much for watching.